Welcome back to another Great Robots podcast. And today, we're going to be talking about robots in sports. I'm Caden.
I'm Sharon. So today we're diving into something that's a little bit different. Still robotics, but robotics in sports this time. Not just about robotics in sports, but also how tech has become part of our robot world in sports. Whether it's helping us train, giving us crazy new ways to play. So this podcast is just going to be about robots, tech, humans, all in one episode. It's going to be real cool.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about robots playing soccer, drone racing, and even tennis balls with computer chips inside them. Seriously, the future of sports is here, and it's not really what you expect.
All right, so that's so cool. It's not all about robots taking over. It's also about how tech is working with humans to change the way we train, compete, and even improve our game. So let's start with some robot sports. So it's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, for sure. So the first one is RoboCup. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of this.
Me neither.
And I don't know if you have either yet.
Nope.
But I guess it's this international competition where robots play soccer against each other. And it's not really like a video game either. It's like actual robots on the field trying to score goals. And they do it by themselves. No human controlling.
That's wild. The fact that they have sensors, cameras, and stuff like that to help them and tell where the field is and like where the ball is and where other robots are. They use all this data to make the best moves possible. Real-time decisions, but no humans. No humans, no emotions.
No, and these robots aren't really moving randomly either. Like, they've got AI to help them get better. AI again and again, right? Keeps popping up.
So much AI.
But they basically learn how to get better at soccer just by playing. So their data, like the data they collect, is from them playing. So over time, they just get slowly better and better. And they don't get tired or distracted either. It's just precision, I guess.
Dang. It's actually kind of cool, the future of sports. RoboCup isn't the only tech in sports, though. God, I'm choking on my words. It's about the bigger goal. Like, eventually, robots could beat human world champions. Like, imagine Ronaldo getting beat by a robot. That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy, but I feel like people would still want to watch humans over
I
robots.
would.
Just
I'd rather
that
watch
human
Ronaldo than Robot Ronaldo.
Right, human connection.
Robot Ronaldo.
But anyways, moving on. Let's talk about one of the most intense robot sports. And this one, I personally know, and I love watching this. BattleBots.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever seen it, it's robots fighting each other basically in an arena using weapons like spinning blades, flamethrowers, and hammers. It's kind of crazy and it's so fun to watch, genuinely.
Yeah, so behind all the smashing, though, is some seriously smart engineering going on. Robots are made to take hits. Like, we're talking about super strong materials like titanium. Like, the stuff in, like, iPhones and stuff. There's, like, a whole weaponry thing, spinning blades that can slice through metal, flamethrowers that light up the arena.
It's really cool to see, like, definitely. And it's not just about the robots being tough either, though. The people behind them, they've got to think ahead, like, when to attack, when to defend. There's just a whole bunch of strategy. They have to outmaneuver the other bots. Because each bot, it has its strengths and weaknesses. So you have to use your strengths and try to, like, protect your weak... Like, you get what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
I get, like, strategy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to change up
BattleBots.
things a little bit. That's BattleBots. We're going to change up things a little bit. We're going to take up a notch. Drone racing. You've heard of racing. You've heard of...
Drones.
All sorts of racing, but you've heard of drones, you've heard of racing, but this time it's drone racing. All right, so drone racing is a high-speed video game, but in real life. So basically, there's these tiny drones that zip through obstacle courses at crazy speeds, like over 100 miles per hour. That's crazy. And the pilots, well, they wear FPV, or first-person view goggles, to see exactly what the drone sees.
Yeah, It's like you're in the drone when you're seeing, like, when you have, like, the VR goggles on. They're flying through gates, around tight turns, dodging obstacles. And it's all about reflexes, right? Mm-hmm. One wrong move, and that drone's crashing.
Yeah,
And I can only imagine, like, how expensive these drones are.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be...
100 miles an hour,
dude.
They can't be cheap.
You have to have good, like, maneuverability and everything. So, yeah. There's also AI involved with this drones. A lot of these robots are actually AI powered, and some of these races, there's fully AI powered to the point where you don't even need pilots at all. All these AI drone robots do their own thing, using machine learning to navigate their course. They try to adapt real time and make their moves based on the course and obstacles ahead. It's like watching a robot figure out how to race and gets better each time.
Yep. If that's not next level,
I don't know what is.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But what about humans and tech working together in sports? Like, how is the tech actually helping us play better? Caden?
That's a good question, Trim. So I want you to picture this. Like a tennis ball, right? Imagine a tennis ball, but it has a computer chip inside of it. Whoa. So it's it is tracking speed, but it's not just tracking speed. It's also tracking exactly where the ball lands on the court when you're playing. There's not any guessing in it. It just knows whether it's in or whether it's out.
So you're saying in professional sports and professional sports and professional tennis, no more arguing with the umpires anymore. I'm sold.
I'm not going to lie, that'd be so nice for high school.
Oh, yeah,
tennis.
high school. Oh, my God, these kids who call the line calls. We need this, bro. High school, can we please get this?
Because there are some kids who just say out, it's out, it's out. And
it's like, it's not out. It's not out. All right. Anyway, Kaden, back to the point.
Very emotional topic. But it's crazy accurate. And it makes the whole game just basically go smoother. Because, like, in tennis games, there's a lot of things where it's like it could be in, it could be out, and they have to like look at the video footage, and they have to look at all these different angles.
Yep.
And with this, it just knows. So, in short, it'll only maybe save you 10 seconds. I'm going to be honest. But if this happens a lot during the game.
Yeah.
So it might add up. And I guess it just makes it go by smoother in general.
Yep. And it's not just about playing. It's about improving. And it's not just about tennis. For example, in baseball, they have sensors in the balls that track the pitch speed and spin. In football, they have smart footballs that track the throw accuracy. Every sport has these upgrades these days.
That's like the stats you see on like online.
Oh,
that's I think where some of them get it from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the Amazon stats or whatever. I saw a couple ads. But,
that's cool.
But anyways, they give you exact stats on it, and it's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just balls. Athletes are using smart wearables now. Things like wristbands, shoes, and even clothing that can track their heart rate, movement, muscle activity. It gives them all these like real-time feedback. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so imagine this. You have a smart pair of shoes that tell you exactly how fast you're going, a smart wristband that lets you know exactly what your heart rate is if it's too high, and it's like having a personal coach on you 24/7, focused on you.
Mm-hmm. And these wearables are definitely getting better. Like some even track joint stress, like in baseball, to help prevent injuries. Because if you can prevent the injury before you get the injury, it's huge. Because you're not out, you can recover for maybe a couple of days, but it's better than being out for a whole 2 weeks.
That's crazy. The fact that they detect it before you even like consciously know, wait a
feel
minute,
it, yeah.
something's going on. Like before you feel it. It's like every athlete nowadays has access to this kind of tech in some sort of way, and that can track their performance and keep them away from getting hurt. And it's not just about pros anymore. These days, even regular people have it. Like for example, like with the Apple Watch.
Yeah, the Apple Watch. It's pretty cool. Like it can do a bunch of stuff, like heart rate. It can track if you're gonna like have a heart attack or
nowadays it can track if like it can tell based on your like if you give it previous history and stuff, it can now detect and say you might have a seizure, you might have a stroke, and like start
it can sense when things are abnormal.
And if abnormal, it'll send 911 calls automatically and stuff too. It's really cool. Tech is really advancing. So how about we take this further? Imagine a robot helping you with your training. Like you would have a robot coach that watches your form, adjusts your position and posture, and even gives you feedback on your moves.
Wow. That's crazy to think about. Like in sports like golf, the robot could like help you with your swing, I guess. That's an interesting. I don't know if I'd like that though. Like I guess it could help you like get perfect form on your golf swing, for example, or like baseball swing even.
If we could make it in the future,
it's just not that human connection.
Yeah,
it's not that human connection.
That's true. That is true. And plus, you could make mistakes and give you the wrong form, and then you just learn the wrong habit and stuff. So there are issues with it, but
there are advantages.
There are advantages. Some of them being, for example, it doesn't get tired, and it's your like ideal coach because it's always 100% focused on only you.
Right.
Whereas a human might have distractions, but this robot, its like view is just you, you. You are the focus. It's kind of like a dream.
Yeah, for sure. The future of sports could be humans and robots working together, though.
Yeah.
To push the limit. And robots can do hard data crunching and even give instant feedback, while humans bring the creativity and heart to the game.
Yeah, like
I do think that's it. Yeah. It could be a good combo, but I don't know.
Yeah, if we have like in-court robots and stuff, like, you know, with like cameras and stuff, instead of having to do replays and wait for the replay, you just tell the robot, hey, what did you see? And the robot's going to be like, within like 10 seconds, we're like, displays on the screen everywhere saying, this person. Yeah. You got the point. That happened. And you don't have to wait like 5-10 minutes for like, oh, we're waiting for the replay. Let's do a commercial break. No, like, no.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't see that. But it's all the time we have today for today's episode.
No. No.
Yeah, so we've talked about robots playing sports, everything today. I think it was a pretty good episode. It was a good time. Good time talking to you about this. I think it's actually a pretty interesting topic.
Yeah, it's definitely really interesting about how there's different sports and how much robot, AI, all this stuff is like been integrated into our lives and going to be integrated in the future. Yeah. Who knows where it's going to go all next? One thing's for sure, though. It's going to be a wild ride. And if you like this episode, make sure to check us out on Instagram,
YouTube,
Spotify.
Yeah.
Almost all social medias. Hit that subscribe button, like this, share this. And, Kaden?
All right. Catch you next time.
All right. And we're off.